guys, Brian here. Just coming at you with a quick video. Got some new Discus today, so I wanted to do a little video on that, but I had a kind of a problem tonight before I show you the Discus. So got these things home this afternoon or evening time or whatever, and one of them didn't do too well, I guess, on the trip home. This yellow guy up here, he's starting to do better now, but that's really not what I'm getting at here. What here's what happened. I started noticing all the new ones really gasping a lot. There's a couple of the other ones up here, and thought, well, okay, they're stressed, you know, they just came out of a tank at the fish store and now they're in a new tank and they had a trip home, blah blah blah. Probably were in the car a little bit longer than they should have been too, because I did some other errands along the way, and the fish store's further away than my normal ones. But throughout the evening they kept gasping, especially the new ones. Even my other ones, they were gasping more than usual. And all of the new ones, I got 5 of them, all 5 of them were up at the top gasping for air. And then this yellow guy just was doing awful. I mean, I thought he was already gonna die. There's another new one. So anyway, I start thinking about things and start looking around, and I noticed that the pH controller is down to 6.0. I'm like, well, what the heck? And I thought, well, okay, I put in some acid buffer earlier today to lower the pH, or lower the KH. So I thought, well, it just made it drastically drop. Then I got to thinking, well, I noticed that at one point that my bubble counter over here was going. So I look over when it's at 6.0 and the freaking bubble counter's going. Pumping CO2 in here when I've got the pH controller set. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but 6.6 at the low point, 6.8 at the high point. Midpoint 6.7. So shouldn't be kicking on unless it's over. It's either 6.7 or 6.8, I can't remember how that works. But anyway, so it was just constantly pumping CO2, and I got to thinking, well, shit, maybe it's been going all day. So I just turned off the CO2 for the night, and I'll figure out the problem tomorrow. Don't want to deal with it. Got more important things right now, like the NASCAR race at Richmond going on. So, but anyway, so you know, I threw in an Airstone, and you know, within literally 10 minutes, these guys are all doing a lot better. They're down swimming around now. So here's what I got. I'll start over here. I got this. It's a lot like my Super Mandarin Passion, but it's different, definitely. At the fish store, they had it labeled as Marlboro. Then I asked the guy, I go, well, there was some other ones in the tank. I go, is this a Marlboro or what is it? And the guy clearly didn't know. He didn't know his Discus. Really reputable fish store, but the part-time worker that was there just didn't know his Discus. And he goes on to tell me it's pigeon blood. Maybe it is, I don't know. I thought pigeon bloods always have patterns like these guys. But then when I pick up this guy, who's just not looking good, my favorite one I got today too, of course, but he has been moving around a little bit since I cut off the CO2, but the knowledgeable guy at the fish store that knows his Discus tells me that this is actually considered a pigeon blood, even though it doesn't have a pattern. So I don't know. Then he said a lot of people will call this like a sunburst or a sunshine too. So, and I'm learning with Discus a lot of times too, it's whoever breeds these can name them whatever the heck they want, I guess, too. So over here, this blue one I got, it's called a Reflection D. Needed some more blue in here. Then these two guys, they're the same thing with kind of the light blue face and then the orange body. They're called Red Velvets, and I'm pretty pumped about it. So, you know, they're a little bit smaller than the other ones that I already had in the tank. This guy's right in there with them, and this guy, as far as fighting weights go. But yeah, so pumped about it. Got 11 in the tank now, as long as they all make it through the night. I'm curious to see what this guy's looking like in the morning. But other than that, if anyone's got experience with the American Marine pinpoint pH controller, Let me know what went wrong there, why the pH was kicking when it was down at 6.0, or why the CO2 I should say when it was down at 6.0. Any ideas on reviving, especially this guy? You know, maybe he just needs time, I don't know. His fins were a little beaten up too in the store. I think he was a trade-in. But, so that's what I got going. Pretty pumped about it. Just a little scare with the whole CO2 thing going on. But I think everything will be good. I got a few albino cory cats tonight too. And then some more Siamese algae eaters for this tank. I've been having just an awful beard algae or hair algae problem in this tank. Trying to get this cleared up before I start populating it with Discus too. So quick look at the shrimp tank. The pearl weed's really starting to take off in here with just, you know, a light bulb basically and a little half kappa Flourish Excel, you know, maybe twice a week. So threw in some more Java moss today. Shrimp are doing good. They hide a lot though. There's one of the crystal reds there, a smaller one, yellow over here. But anyway, real quick on the crystal red, or on the red cherries, the mama that was holding that I got from Miss Jinx had babies. I don't know if you can see, but there's a couple of them on the driftwood here. There's one. Yeah, video's getting too long. I'm not going to bother focusing in, but these are all doing good. These are the ones that I got from Slim Tim, and then a few from Miss Jinx too. So got a little kabamba growing in there, doing just fine. Tore it out of one of the other tanks. So anyway, everything else is doing good. Blixa's doing good. Little melting, little hair algae on it. Cuba's doing really good. I mean, literally probably over an inch of growth overnight, or since yesterday. The Hygrophilius, Hygrophila polysperma sunset, doing good too. I got some there, some there. It's on the filter right now, and then some in here. Really digging that plant, so glad I got some of that. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're having a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.